Trail cameras are set to observe wildlife, but what they captured this time was beyond ordinary. With strange creatures, eerie movements, and unexplainable figures,
can you understand me?
Each clip is more mysterious than the last.
No, no, no! Oh my God!
Get ready to watch the unexpected. Demon peeking. In Peru, a chilling sight was caught on camera of a strange creature peeking from behind a bush. Its reddish-pink body was visible oddly, while its glowing eyes locked onto the camera before it revealed its unnervingly sharp teeth. Then, in a blink, it vanished. This entity's appearance had comparisons to Ifrits, supernatural beings from Middle Eastern folklore, often described as fire-dwelling spirits with sinister intent. While skeptics claim it could be a man in costume, its unsettling features were hard to ignore as a hoax. Dirt walker. One evening, a man strolling down a street noticed something strange moving in the road ahead. Pulling out his phone, he began recording the strange sight. The creature moved sluggishly, using its limbs for support, its body caked in dirt and grime. At first look, he thought it might be an old dog, but its lower half resembled a dog, while its upper half had a disturbingly human appearance. The odd combination gave him an unsettling feeling. Convinced he had witnessed a skinwalker, the man continued to record, baffled by the strange and eerie sight before him. Humanoid spider. Captured on a security cam late at night, a creature resembling a humanoid crawled across a road at a fast speed, mimicking a spider's posture. Its movements were disturbingly fluid and natural. Some locals said it could be a baby Sasquatch, recalling stories of these elusive creatures. Sasquatches have long been rumored to show strange and unexpected behaviors. This spider-like movement was a glimpse into their world that was caught on camera. Bizarre deer encounter. On a Texas road, a chilling sight emerged of a deer with one glowing eye. Its face was half damaged, and near its mouth, a black, shifting ball seemed alive. The creature moved unnervingly. Its appearance resembled the zombie deer disease, a condition linked to chronic wasting disease. The disease has led to fears of how wildlife might evolve under stress or contamination, and this haunting moment left a sense of unease in people about how close are we to encountering creatures more fiction than reality. Ghostly figure. Under the light of a street lamp, a man noticed a creature crouched in a bizarre posture. Its body was hunched on all fours, with its neck twisting and moving in erratic patterns. The creature remained fixed in its position, moving only its body in jerky, unsettling motions. Its appearance was unnerving, and the man couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Some said it could have been a ghostly figure, or perhaps even a skinwalker, a shapeshifter from folklore. Whatever it was, its movements defied normal animal behavior, leaving behind a lingering sense of unease. A dog from dark web.
Can you understand me?
Two brothers made a peculiar decision to purchase a dog from a mysterious seller on the dark web. When they brought it home, the animal appeared to be an ordinary dog, sitting quietly in its cage. However, things took a chilling turn when one of the brothers jokingly asked, "Can you understand me?"
Can you understand me?
To their horror, the dog responded in a deep voice, "I want your skin." Its appearance began to distort, the eyes grew darker, and its movements became erratic. The dog looked possessed and in fear. The man started shouting for his brother, "Parker, Parker, come here." Limbless creature. What would you do if you found a creature that seemed to defy nature? A camper wandering the woods at night stumbled upon a pale, sleek being lying motionless on the sand. It raised its head, revealing sharp teeth, but its body had no limbs, just a smooth, elongated shape. It looked helpless, as if some tragedy had caused this to it. This description resembles creatures like legless lizards or sea snakes, which adapt to their environment despite their limitations. Many-legged critter.
آره.
In the middle of a dense forest, a fast-moving creature startled onlookers as it moved across the sandy ground. Its numerous legs moved in rapid coordination, suggesting it was well adapted to the area. Locals watching the scene described it as the ground octopus, a name fitting its many legs and swift motion. While no one had seen such a creature before, its behavior seemed entirely terrestrial, ruling out aquatic origins. The resemblance to a mutated spider further fueled discussions about its nature, with some suggesting it could be an undiscovered species. Mutant deer. In a frozen land, an unusual sight caught the camera's eye. A pair David's deer appeared, but not as you'd expect. Besides its head was an attachment, almost like a second head, with twisted horns coming from both. It moved calmly, as though unaware of its strange form. What made this even more unsettling was its resemblance to creatures described in ancient Chinese myths, half real, half imagined beings born of nature's whim. This deer looked to be proof of such forgotten tales. Bigfoot's sorrow.
What's he doing? Oh my God, he's got a gun!
The haunting groans echoing from the woods made it impossible to ignore. When the witness approached, he discovered a sight no one expected. Bigfoot, visibly upset, lying on the ground.
I gotta see what happened down here.
It seemed his struggle was more emotional than physical. What could break the spirit of such an elusive and powerful creature? While Bigfoot's existence is debated, there have been reports of human-like behaviors, including expressions of grief. Weird giraffe. A giraffe appeared in a clip, but it wasn't like any other. Its neck drooped in a bizarre bend, almost broken, yet it moved with ease. It might be a birth defect or the result of an injury, but its behavior seemed oddly normal. It was fascinating, actually, to know how giraffes adapt to extreme physical challenges, such as those surviving severe droughts or predators. Strange hunch. This next July 2014 clip showed a researcher capturing a chilling moment on video while exploring a cave. Emerging from the shadows was a grotesque creature with a warped face and an elongated, sneaky nose. It moved aggressively, lunging at the researcher and creating a moment of chaos before the footage abruptly ended. What happened after remained a mystery. Many viewers said that the creature was a troll, connecting it to Nordic folklore, where trolls are known to dwell in caves and rocky regions, often keeping their distance from humans. Hybrid beast. A TikTok video recently went viral, showing a creature that left viewers talking about it. From the side, it resembled a deer, but as it turned, its front revealed two skull-like faces and strange attachments extending from its head. Its body appeared like a mix of two species, with the necks of its faces moving in eerie synchronization. The bizarre creature led to widespread curiosity, and people were discussing its origin, trying to make out its real identity, as this was something never seen before. Smoking buck. Trail cameras often capture wildlife, but this footage was far from ordinary. A buck stood aggressively, and smoke visibly coming from its ears and nostrils. It stomped the ground repeatedly as if warning of an unseen threat. Some believe such behavior could hint at natural anomalies, while others link it to cryptid sightings or legends like fire-breathing beasts. Although rare, aggressive bucks have been known to act unpredictably under stress, especially during rutting season. Unidentified mystery. A crowd gathered around a glass container, drawn by the sight of a creature like no other. It had a cylindrical, snail-like body, but its front was what truly captivated and terrified onlookers. With long, jagged teeth and a circular ring of short, sharp ones, it moved eerily, lacking any clear facial features. Some said it might resemble lampreys, ancient parasitic creatures known for their terrifying mouths. However, no conclusive identification has been made, leaving this bizarre find an unsolved mystery. If you've got any theories, share them below. Tiny entity. While camping, a man's quiet night took a startling turn when he spotted a thin greenish figure moving through the bushes. With oversized ears and a tiny face, the creature's features resembled those of woodland pixies. Its small cloth wrapping added an eerie, almost human-like touch. As it ran around in panic before disappearing, it left behind questions about its origins. Pixies are often associated with folklore in Europe, but could this sighting hint at a real, surviving species hidden in the wilderness? It's a reminder that some legends might hold a grain of truth. Tiny mystery. A man brought home an unusual find from the woods. It was a tiny, hairy creature curled around his finger. Its black eyes glowed, and its size looked like an adolescent entity. When the video went online, a viewer identified it to be a monkey, likely separated from its troop. She knew this because she had the same creature. Some species of monkeys, like tamarins, are so small they can cling to a single finger. This discovery sheds light on the responsibility we have when encountering creatures out of their natural habitats. Cyclops kitten discovery. Ever thought of holding a tiny creature with a single glaring eye on its face? That's exactly what a man experienced when he removed an object from the palm of this odd being. It started to move, revealing its kitten-like features, a fascinating yet eerie sight. This rare condition, known as cyclopia, occurs in about 1 in 100,000 births. Cyclops kittens are born with one eye centered on their forehead and often lack a nose, a tragic yet intriguing anomaly. While these kittens rarely survive, they highlight nature's unpredictable complexities. Dark entity. A startling discovery in Taiwan in 2017 showed what many initially mistook for a pile of dried branches. Upon closer inspection, the branches began moving as a single coordinated unit. The creature had a thin, elongated body with countless thread-like legs that appeared almost fragile, but moved surprisingly. It moved across the ground as though it were a mass of roots brought to life. Observers compared it to stick insects, but its sheer size and the eerie way its legs moved in unison hinted at something far more unnatural and unexplored. Strange snake.
Alright, so today this king snake successfully
Captured on a silver floor, this footage showed a snake engaging in a rare and unsettling behavior, eating its own body. Its black and white patterned scales coiled tighter as it attempted to consume itself further. Known as Ouroboros behavior, this phenomenon has been observed in snakes under stress, extreme temperatures, or illness. While symbolic of eternity in ancient cultures, in reality, it is a strange thing to do. This weird act tells us about the fragile nature of these creatures.
done. Yep.
Two-legged lamb. Residents of southwest China were astounded when they saw this two-legged lamb on the farm. It was walking normally, there was no hurdle in its way, and it looked like the other lambs. It was seen eating by jumping and sitting on the ground. The lamb looked like facing some kind of disease, or maybe it was a mutant lamb trying to merge in with other lambs. Cat-spider mutation. In an underground space, a man saw something coming toward him that didn't belong in any natural world. Its face was oddly familiar, but its body was strange, a large, hairy form that had spider-like legs. It moved with unnerving precision, blending the traits of a predator and an insect. This creature somehow resembles a mythical hybrid like the manticore, which combined parts of different animals. It could be the result of a mutation, or something more deliberate, like a scientific experiment gone wrong. Hooded seal's balloon nose. Nature is full of surprises, but the hooded seal's mating site is one you'd never expect. This clip was recorded during the mating season when male seals inflate a bright red sac from their noses by blocking one nostril and pushing air into the other. The inflated membrane signals strength and dominance, helping them attract females or intimidate rivals without physical fights. It resembled the peacocks fanning their feathers or frigate birds puffing their chests. Evolution truly has an artistic streak. Headless chicken. A headless chicken wandering across the grass isn't something you see every day, but one such video shocked everyone. The bird appeared disoriented, unable to navigate without its head. Though unsettling, it looked like the famous Mike the Headless Chicken, who lived for 18 months after his head was removed. Chickens can sometimes survive due to brainstem function, which controls basic motor skills, and this chicken showed it. Two-headed cow. In India, a cow with two fully functional heads was taken by priests to a sacred site, leaving villagers stunned. The cow could use both heads simultaneously, licking with two tongues at once. Considered holy, many believed it was a divine signal, as cows hold deep religious significance in Hindu culture. Such mutations, though rare, have parallels in polycephaly creatures like two-headed snakes and turtles. This dual-headed cow blurs the line between science and spirituality, leaving people thinking about the mysteries of life and faith. Unknown creature. Deep in the forest, an adventurer saw this weird white creature. At first look, it seemed like a snake, but it had tiny arms coming from its smooth body. Locals quickly identified it as the Mexican mole lizard, a unique species native to the Baja California peninsula. Unlike typical snakes, this creature belongs to a rare group of legged amphisbaenians. Its odd, almost otherworldly appearance showed how diverse and strange Earth's creatures can be, often rivaling the imagination of myths. Unknown entity. While walking through a sandy area in China, a man encountered an unusual creature. It had stiff, branch-like legs, all jet black, and when touched with a stick, it moved slightly, proving it was alive. This strange being resembled a cross between a brittle star and a plant. It might be an undiscovered species or a mutated survivor adapting to harsh environments. Its structure remains a mystery, but it shows how life can take forms we might never expect. Unspecified life form. The footage from Moscow began with a man zooming in on a creature that seemed too strange to classify. It gripped a thin branch with its tiny paws, its movements oddly nimble. While its long, fish-like tail swayed, its face had a frog-like structure with bulging eyes and a wide mouth. Fine strands of hair come from its upper body, giving it an unsettling mix of mammalian and aquatic traits. It might have been a hybrid experiment gone awry. The creature's unusual combination of features reminded some of the axolotls or aquatic rodents, yet it defied easy explanation. Elongated being. In the middle of a barren wasteland, a creature unlike any other was caught on camera. It had an elongated neck that curled forward in a strange loop, moving in a hypnotic, rhythmic pattern. Below the neck were small wings, seemingly useless for flight, but perhaps functional for balance. Its long body stretched out, ending in sturdy legs that moved slowly, as though following commands from its writhing neck. The creature's strange anatomy resembled a cross between a crane and a serpent, yet its movements and structure suggested it belonged to an entirely different category of life. Humanoid beast. A security camera recorded an unsettling figure in the broad daylight on an empty road. The creature had a humanoid form, but its body was covered in long, flowing, strand-like appendages that swayed as it moved. It rolled across the ground before standing upright. The strands resembled tree branches, giving it an otherworldly appearance. Some likened it to mythical forest spirits or dryads, while others saw a resemblance to mangrove roots twisted into human form. The way it moved looked like something animated and alive. Headless crocodile. Deep in a remote area, an explorer came across what appeared to be a crocodile, but something about it was disturbingly off. The creature had a normal crocodile body, but its head was completely missing. Upon closer observation, the absence of a head didn't appear to be a wound. It seemed like the head had never developed at all. It seemed to have been a rare genetic anomaly or a bizarre mutation. While its body appeared functional, the missing head raised questions about how it could have survived. Some compared its strange appearance to ancient depictions of incomplete reptilian forms in myths. Two-legged camel calf. In the desert in March of 2024, a man stumbled upon a rare sight of this white baby camel struggling to move. As he drew closer, he realized it had only 2 legs, its front ones missing entirely. The man gently touched it with a stick, as though trying to comfort the distressed calf. Its struggle to survive showed the tenacity of creatures like the kangaroo, which relies solely on its hind legs for movement. The man helped it to move as it was facing some severe medical condition. Well, I think so. Footprints mystery.
Hey, what about just digging a hole and bury?
Deep in the forest, a camper found 2 goat-like creatures lying eerily still. Around them, enormous footprints suggested the presence of something far larger. The scene resembled stories of chupacabra sightings, where livestock are discovered lifeless with no clear predator in sight.
You got a cigarette box?
No, just put my boot next to it. Fuck.
The camper's discovery adds to the growing list of strange forest tales, where the unknown leaves its mark and vanishes without a trace. These footprints might belong to a creature yet to be identified, or just another story sharply created by campers.
I didn't look to see if the other car was still up there.
Headless camel.
I have 2 humps, but one is fully developed.
It's a no-headed camel.
Imagine strolling through a zoo and spotting something so bizarre it feels unreal. In 2010, a video from Miami Metro Zoo showed a camel walking among the trees but without a head. Strangely, it moved effortlessly in a straight line, showing no signs of distress. Such headless appearances can sometimes be optical illusions caused by unusual angles. But if real, it brings to mind stories of mythical creatures like the Dullahan, headless entities from folklore said to roam the earth.
Head.
A bird or what?
Yeah, these birds out here are on crack.
In a parking lot, an unusual sight caught everyone's attention. A bird-like creature stood perfectly still in the middle of the road. At first look, its body resembled that of a black chicken, but its elongated wings and sharp face revealed it was no ordinary bird. Strangely, it remained frozen in a tilted posture, as if caught in a glitch in reality. Witnesses described the creature as eerily lifeless yet present. It looked like those birds acting as drones or omens in folklore. Its stillness left an unshakable impression on those who saw it.
I don't think this one is okay.
Rope of insects. Next on the list is this clip from the woods. A man returned to his cabin and was startled to find a strange string-like figure clinging to the ceiling. The rope appeared to writhe slightly, giving it an almost alive quality. Upon closer inspection, he realized it wasn't a creature at all, but a chain of ants working together. The insects had linked their bodies to form a living ladder, attempting to reach a pouch of honey hanging from the ceiling. This remarkable sight was a teamwork and survival instinct that highlighted nature's ingenuity, even in the most unexpected and eerie of settings. Turtle bug. A camper exploring Mammoth Cave stumbled upon a giant insect that immediately caught his attention. He carefully picked it up to examine it closely. Its upper body had a striking resemblance to a turtle, while countless legs sprouted below. Its odd face featured 2 horn-like structures positioned just under its eyes, adding to its mystique. Flipping the creature repeatedly in his hands, the camper tried to figure out what exactly he was holding but couldn't come up with an answer. Its strange and distinct features left him both fascinated and curious, prompting him to ask others for insights about his unusual discovery. Alien infant. It was the summer of 2020, and a camper at a wilderness retreat came across a strange find deep in the woods. As he walked, something shiny on the forest floor caught his eye. Bending down, he was startled to see a creature that seemed almost otherworldly. Its features were distinctly alien-like, with an umbilical cord-like appendage attached to its abdomen. He spent a long moment looking at it, thinking if it might still be alive, but there were no signs of movement. He was convinced it was a baby alien that had met an unfortunate fate. He couldn't shake the eerie feeling of this encounter. Neck moth.
This is a dinosaur. As you can tell, he's got the little...
In September 2022, a weird creature made an unexpected appearance in a man's backyard. It had a disproportionately long neck, a small body, and an unusually shaped face, accompanied by an elongated tail. The creature remained motionless unless moved with a stick, at which point it suddenly curved its neck in a seemingly hostile way.
Hey, look. Oh, fuck! I got scared, I ain't gonna lie.
The bizarre behavior and appearance of the creature left the man utterly bewildered. Despite his attempts to identify it, he could only conclude that it vaguely resembled a curved-toothed geometer moth, though its unusual traits made the encounter all the more shocking.
Hey, look. Let me get that butt, boy. Ooh.
Mutated pig.
No mames, mira.
In 2021, during a nighttime drive, a man experienced an unforgettable moment. Out of the darkness, an odd and unfamiliar creature appeared near his screeching tires. Its bloated body limped awkwardly, emitting an unpleasant odor. The being had a strange, eyeless face, seeming to sense the man's presence rather than see him. Its features were a puzzling mix, resembling some odd hybrid of a pig and a dog. Though the encounter was brief, the unsettling image of this mysterious creature stayed with him vividly. Trapped monster.
Эта штука прикольная вообще. Это мамонт.
In September, a strange video surfaced online, featuring an enormous creature trapped in an odd plastic-like material. The being was alive, its glossy eye blinking as it shifted within its restraints. What stood out most were its massive curved horns, similar to elephant tusks, yet oddly placed beneath its eyes. While some speculated it might be an elephant tangled in the material, others suggested it could be something far more remarkable. The idea of a preserved ancient mammoth awakening from another time captured everyone's imagination, leaving the creature's true identity shrouded in mystery.
Я же испугался сначала, думаю, что это за сволочь?
Gorilla crow. On the steps of an abandoned building, a creature stood still. Its crow-like face with a long beak could be seen with its muscular gorilla-like body. The eerie combination was weird and unknown. This could be an example of cryptids blending traits of birds and mammals, or perhaps a deformity caused by environmental factors. While no known creature matches this description, it led to comparisons to myths of hybrids like the griffin, where nature seems to blur boundaries between species. Slimy anomaly.
What the f?
A strange scene unfolded in this video as a weird, slimy creature was revealed. Curled tightly around itself, the cloth it was placed on was all wet that seemed like it was releasing any kind of fluid. Tiny, numerous legs were moving continuously, giving it an eerie, insect-like quality. Its constant writhing suggested it was alive, but its form was baffling. Some said it was a clump of creatures tangled together, while others believed it to be a malformed worm. Its odd features had a slight resemblance to centipedes, yet distinctly alien. Lifeless creature. Driving along a forest road, two friends stumbled upon a lifeless creature lying in the water. Its pink, hairless skin, sharp teeth, and tail gave it an otherworldly appearance. The factory nearby, rumored for wildlife experiments, raised suspicions of a genetic mutation or a failed test subject. This eerie find shows cases like the Montauk monster, where strange creatures wash up unexplained. Was this the result of human interference, or a rare natural mutation that nature couldn't sustain? Hybrid mystery. A video from 1959 shared by an anonymous source captured an unusual creature washed ashore on a New York beach. This being, which appeared to combine traits from multiple species, stirred widespread curiosity. Discussions ran wild, with some claiming it was the result of a botched experiment. Others said it might have escaped from the Plum Island Biological Research Facility, while a few believed it was a hybrid creature. The mysterious nature and origins of the entity have kept people intrigued for decades, with debates about its true identity continuing to this day. Open discussion. Let's look into today's open discussion about a creature that left many viewers stunned. The clip showed a camel, but not the kind we're used to seeing. As it opened its mouth wide, it revealed rows of unnaturally long, sharp teeth that seemed more fitting for a predator than a herbivore. The teeth were so large that they extended beyond its lips, creating an unsettling appearance. The camel was growling, almost as if it was trying to intimidate or draw attention to its unusual feature. The footage quickly became a hot topic online. Some viewers said it could be a zombie camel, a term used humorously but with a hint of curiosity about its monstrous appearance. Others suggested a more grounded explanation, saying it could be a rare medical condition, a genetic deformity, or even a side effect of a disease that altered its dental growth. Was it a freak of nature or an unknown mutation? Let us know your take in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.